eventually I learned that the solution is just to get off dating apps. They fucking suck. They're the worst. They're really awful. And I cannot speak to this subject enough because I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if it's because I'm a hopeless romantic or because I don't have abs and I can't just post that to my my Tinder profile. But there's just something about having to smush the getting to know you conversation into it. I always get so anxious when I'm waiting for someone on a dating app to reply. When I'm waiting for a girl to message me back, there's so much pressure to keep the conversation exciting because you don't want them to ghost you.
Yeah.
So I will spend all day looking at my phone. Like every 5 minutes, I'll check my phone to see if I missed a vibration of someone sending me a message. And so I've deleted them. I'm off. Sorry, everyone watching this that's hoping to find me on Hinge. You're never gonna find me on Hinge.
I mean,
and I'm sure my experience isn't indicative of everyone's experience, but
I feel like I've heard that that's the general consensus. Is just that it's become very surface level, and it's almost just because with how easy it is to like just swipe and match with people, it becomes very mundane, and it loses its like specialness.
Yeah,
I guess is
because like getting to know someone and getting to know them with the intention of like making out with them later. It's something that I personally used to live by. My code was I'd rather be cute than hot, which is to say that I'd rather have a girl want to get to know me without thinking of me sexually in any way. I'd like to get her, I'd like us to get to a point where we're more interested in getting to know about each other. Mm-hmm. And in doing so, we become hot to one another because there's an added layer of sex appeal that I feel like you only learn when you get to know someone really well. Someone that you're attracted to right off the bat. There could be actual compatibility there, but you're not going to know the same way as getting to know someone first. And then all of a sudden one day they like flip their hair a certain way and your heart beats a couple of times extra too many times in a second. And you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I have to go home early, I think. That nothing beats that shit, dude. Nothing beats that shit. So, remember when I said before the episode that I wanted to talk about weight loss?
Yeah.
We're 55 minutes in.
Well, technically.
And all we've done is hug each other. And hey, I mean, it's important.
I don't. All we did was
that's all we have.
It was talk about you.
I want to talk about you and your fucking dog.
You and your feelings,
dude. I got another dog.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we got another dog. Like
what's
a week
his name?
Oliver.
Okay, I accept that name.
Well, I wanted to call him Almond because he is a Australian Shepherd and Border Collie mix.
Yeah.
So he's got brown and white and black in his fur. And so I was like, he kind of looks like an Almond Joy. And so I want to call him Almond. And every member of my family was like, fuck you. That's awful. And so I was like, well, I was going to call him Ollie if his name was Almond for short. So they put Oliver into a hat. And according to my mom, which I was not there to see because I was driving back home from a gig. But according to her, they put a bunch of names into a hat or into her hand. And she opened it up and he grabbed a piece of paper. He grabbed it with his mouth and she pulled it out of his mouth. And the name on it was Oliver. So he picked his own name. He liked Ollie.
I feel like that's
so
special.
much. It's so special. And that also means that the only two dogs that we've ever had, I named both of them. So
also that.
Fuck you guys. They're not watching this. They're never going to watch this. At least I hope not. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on. Hey, Mom. You heard me say what on the podcast?